Hello guys, welcome back to the series of Dart programming language tutorial. So today we are going to learn Dart variable. So let's start. Rules to create variables. So we need to declare a variable before using it in a programs. But we have some rules. So let's see those rules. So the first one is Dart identifiers cannot contain alphabets and numbers. Identifiers cannot be keywords. Identifiers cannot contain space and special character except the underscore and dollar sign, and the variable names cannot begin with a number. So we have already seen all these use cases in our previous examples. Declaring a variable in Dart. The where keyword is used to declare a variable. The Dart compiler automatically knows the type of data based on the assigned value to the variable because Dart is an infer type language. Let's have a syntax to declare a variable. So here we have a where keyword, then variable name is equal to value, then we are assigning a value, or we can declare without assigning a value like where keyword then variable name. So let's have example for this one. Here we have where keyword message is equal to welcome to ECT. So here we are assigning value of a string type, that is welcome to ECT, to this message variable, or we can have simply declaration only. So where message. So in the given example, the variable message and MSG has allocated some space in the memory. The semicolon, of course, necessary to use because it separates program statements to another. Note: default value of every variable in Dart is null. Declaring multiple variables. So in Dart language, we can declare multiple variables in single statement. That's very easy. So let's have a syntax for that. So we can use the type also to declare these variables like var1, var2 and var we can have n number of. Otherwise we can use var keyword, var1, var2 and up to n number of variables. Let's have example for this. Here we have int value 1, value 2 and value 3. And another one is for where num1, num2 and num4. Variable type annotation. So the Dart is an infer type language, but it also provides a type annotation. In Dart type annotation, we add the data type as a prefix before the variable's name. That ensures that the variable can store a specific data type. While declaring the variable, it suggests the type of the value that variable can store. So let's have a syntax for this. So here we have a type, then variable name and the value assigned to it. Otherwise we can have type then variable name, that's it, and after that semicolon, of course. So let's have example. So here we have a string message equal to welcome to ECT, and here we have directly declaring only, we are not assigning value, that string MSG. So in these examples we have declared a variable named message which will store the string data, and the variable MSG which will store only the string type of data. So this is type annotation because we have declared the type as string here, so we can store string type of value only to this message, otherwise we will get compile time error. Dynamic type variable. This is a special variable initialized with the keyword dynamic. The variable declared with this data type can store implicitly any value during running the program. This is quite similar to var data type in Dart, but the difference between them is the moment you assign the data to variable with var keyword, it is replaced with the appropriate data type. Let's have a syntax. Here we have dynamic keyword, just like var keyword, then variable name, and after that semicolon. Let's have example. Assigning a value to ECT variable, dynamic ECT is equal to welcome to ECT. So this welcome to ECT is string type, we are assigning it to ECT, that is of dynamic. Reassigning the value of ECT variable can be done, like ECT is equal to 3.14157. So here we have ECT of string type, but here we are assigning double value to this ECT. That can be done in case of dynamic, but in case of var we cannot do it. Final and const variable. When we do not want to change a variable in the future, then we use final and const. It can be used in place of var or in addition to a type. A final variable can be set only one time, where the variable is a compile time constant. The syntax and example of creating a final variable is as follow. So let's have a syntax. Here we have final variable name is equal to value. So final keyword, then variable name, and we are assigning a value. And we can give it type also. So see final, then type, then variable name is equal to value. And same for const also, const variable name and value. So we can give type for const also. Let's have example for these. Final name is equal to ECT, final variable without type annotation. So here we can have final string msg is equal to how are you. So final variable with the type annotation, that is string here. Name is equal to dcb. So here we have already given ECT to this name variable, and again we are reassigning dcb to this name variable. That cannot be done because we have declared it as final. So we will get error, final variable cannot be changed. Const value is equal to 10. So here also we have assigned 10 to this const value. That can also not be reassigned. Let's see the previous examples on variables in one go in VS Code IDE. So here we have declaring a variable in Dart. So that is very easy. Here we have a var keyword, then message variable name, and here is a value. Welcome to ECT. Otherwise we can not have the assigning value, so we can just declare like here var message. That can also be done. Later on we can assign some value to it. So 1 2 3 4 is assigned to this message. Now let's see declaring multiple variables. That can also be done. So here we have taken int type and we have given value 1, value 2, value 3. So this can also be done. With the use of var keyword we can do also this var num1, num2 and num4. Type annotation. So string message equal to welcome to ECT. So here we have given string as type, string as type and message and variable, and this string value we can assign it. So we cannot assign any other value to this string variable, like we have given a string. So we have to assign string value only. If we want to change the value here to 1 2 3, so it will not take. See here it will give error, a value of type int cannot be assigned to a variable of type string. Let's revert it back. String message, here we have defined msg2 to type string, so we can give a string value to msg2 also. Dynamic type. So here we have dynamic ECT is equal to welcome to ECT, assigning value to ECT variable. So here we are again reassigning the value of ECT to the double value. So see here we are assigning a string value. Now we can reassign it to double value also. That can be done through dynamic type. So using var type we cannot, like here var message equal to welcome to ECT. Now if you want to assign message to some integer value, so that cannot be done. Message something, see here message is not allowing to assign a value of type int cannot be assigned to a variable of type string. So that cannot be done using var keyword. So in that case dynamic is very handy. Let's see final and const. So final name is equal to ECT, final variable without type annotation, and here we have a type. So final variable with the type annotation. Final string msg is equal to how are you. So if we are trying to reassign this name to some other value, so that cannot be happen. So see here we are giving the final variable name can only be set once, so we cannot reassign any other value to this final keyword. So let's recommend it, and here const value is equal to 10 and if we are trying to reassign some other value to this const variable, so we cannot do this. So let's uncomment it. So see, it's giving error, constant variable cannot be assigned a value. That's all in Dart variables. Please follow the GitHub repo link to get the example of this program. Thanks for watching.